Concrete jungle where the shadows bite. Concrete jungle where the shadows bite. Teeth sharp, venom drip in the dead of night. Stacks taller than the skyline. Hunger in the eyes, truth buried in the alleys where the broken lie. Brick walls whisper secrets, death in the graffiti. Echoes of a Glock pop, colder than Tahiti. Turf wars dance like shadows on a burning street. Each block got a heartbeat, steady drum beat. Clocks tick, time's a vulture circling prey. Dreams dissolve, dust in the alleyway. Concrete jungle kings, crowns made of steel. Claw marks on the pavement, blood seals the deal. Concrete jungle kings, where the weak don't heal. Thrones call from chaos, truth cuts real. Lungs full of smoke, ambitions lit by fire. Chasing ghosts, paper trails through razor wire. Born in the gutter, molded by the venom. Dollars dirty, but the grip still denim. Scars map my body, tattoos tell the story. Each mark a battle, each win mandatory. Rivals lurking, eyes redder than a stoplight. Turn the corner, feel the heat, live that fight night. Concrete jungle, where the shadows bite. Teeth sharp, venom drip in the dead of night. Stacks taller than the skyline, hunger in the eyes. Truth buried in the alleys where the broken lie. Brick walls whisper secrets, death in the graffiti. Echoes of a Glock pop, colder than Tahiti. Turf wars dance like shadows on a burning street. Each block got a heartbeat, steady drum beat. Clocks tick, time's a vulture circling prey. Dreams dissolve, dust in the alleyway. Concrete jungle kings, crowns made of steel. Claw marks on the pavement, blood seals the deal. Concrete jungle kings, where the weak don't heal. Thrones carved from chaos, truth cuts real. Lungs full of smoke, ambitions lit by fire. Chasing ghosts, paper trails through razor wire. Born in the gutter, molded by the venom. Dollars dirty, but the grip still denim. Scars map my body, tattoos tell the story. Each mark a battle, each win mandatory. Rivals lurking, eyes redder than a stoplight. Turn the corner, feel the heat, live that fight night.
Concrete jungle, steel fangs in the pavement. Echoes of sirens, broken dreams in the basement. Shadows creeping, schemes tighter than a tourniquet. Money talks louder, death the interpreter. Eyes bloodshot, grind harder than molars. Pressure on my shoulders, heat cooking like boilers. Streets a chessboard, pawns fall to the vultures. Kings get crowned, buried under the cultures. In the jungle, who's the hunter, who's the prey? Every step's a gamble, every night's a gray. Steel in my palm, pray I see another day. Concrete jungle, where the weak just fade away. Sins in my legend, dripping like venom. Enemies plotting, hissing in denim. Grew from the cracks, those petals in the rubble. Heartbeats heavy, every pulse spells trouble. Loyalties, courage, betrayals, inflation. Souls on fire, no room for salvation. Lost in the maze, we're showing distortion. Living for the moment, that's the only portion. On the skyline, but the ground's magnetic. Chains on my neck, weights unapologetic. Fingers on triggers, life's arithmetic's frantic. Addition by subtraction, lives vanish like static.
streets, colder than a snake's belly, concrete venom. Steel tip boots stomping, dreams in denim. Hood prayers get lost in siren songs. Where the weak get clipped, won't last too long. Pockets heavy but the soul stay hollow. Shadow dance with death, pain not swallow. Mantra simple, eat or get devoured. Every move like chess, whole board empowered. Concrete jungle, the rumble don't cease. Hustle don't stop, predators feast. Concrete jungle, claw marks on the throne. This savage land where I call home. Concrete jungle, the rumble don't cease. Hustle don't stop, predators feast. Concrete jungle, claw marks on the throne. This savage land where I call home. Glove black leather gripping on the 9. Past so dark even stars won't shine. Dreams buried deep under cracked pavement. Ghosts of the block whisper enslavement. Chains hang heavy, no gold, just burden. Shots echo loud, street sermons uncertain. Born from the fire, baptized in the ash. Everything earned, never handed the cash. Choppers sing lullabies. Metal symphony, angels weep over lost identity. Loyalty thin as a spider's thread. One wrong step, you might end up dead. Concrete jungle, the rumble don't cease. Hustle don't stop, predators feast. Concrete jungle, claw marks on the throne. This savage land where I call home. Concrete jungle, the rumble don't cease. Hustle don't stop, predators feast. Concrete jungle, claw marks on the throne. This savage land where I call home. Where I call home.
City's a furnace, I'm the coal and the flame. Wolves on the prowl, they all know my name. Teeth sharp, fangs drip, blood stained terrain. Chain heavy, neck bruised, it's the cost of the game. Foes in the shadows, whispers in the wind. Cash moves slow, patience wearing thin. Cracked pavement, dreams where the cracks begin. Hard ice overthrown by the devil's grin. Bulletproof barrage, they can't touch me. Venom in the fog, they can't rush me. My myth, I'm a ghost, I'm a legend of most. In the fire I rose, let's toast. Bulletproof barrage, they can't touch me. Venom in the fog, they can't rush me. The myth, I'm a ghost, I'm a legend of most. In the fire I rose, let's toast. Barrel spins, roulette with a twist. Trigger finger itch, life's a gamble. Wrist street symphony, violins in the mist. Enemies play Judas serpents hiss. Concrete jungle, no guide, no map. Trust red currency like finding a scrap. Backstabbers lurk, waiting for the gap. Survivors guilt hits, feel the soul collapse. Tires screech, sirens sing, midnight hymn. Shadows dance, world fades to a dim. Loyal keep thin as the edge of a rim. Games a rig, deck, odds always slim.
Still veins pumping, venom through the concrete. Heartbeat, syncopated with the Glock beat. Shadows dance with a street light stutter. Echoes of the hood, every word a mark. Teeth clenched tighter than a bank vault. Footsteps echo like the Reaper's waltz. Chain swing heavy, gold bricks on my neck. City's my jungle, I'm a king, no respect. Concrete jungle, claws out, no retreat. Where the hungry survive and the weak get beat. Cement rivers run cold, truth don't speak. Concrete jungle, blood pools in the street. Tigers in hoodies, prowling for the paper. Dreams sharp enough to carve skyscrapers. Bodega smoke, sour like the past. Future in the crosshouse, moving too fast. Every corner got a story, ain't no bedtime. Lullabies replaced with the sound of lead time. Death a business card, left on the pavement. Welcome to the jungle, home of enslavement. Lions roaring, sirens screaming. Dreams get gutted while you still dreaming. Teeth to the curb, pressure like a millstone. In the jungle, you either hunt or you go home.
Yeah. Calm. Law. Yeah. Hard colder than a deep freeze, frost on my veins, streets whisper secrets buried. Shadows leave stains, hood dreams turn to ash, smoke curling through the chains. Money talks loud, but the silence still remains. Glock singing like a banshee, screaming through the night. Clip full of sermons, preaching death under street light. Death dance, feet shuffle, concrete grip tight. Crown heavy on my head, every king takes a bite. Street inferno, burn slow, ashes in the rain. Street inferno, all I know, lessons in the pain. Street inferno, watch it glow, fire in the vein. Street inferno, can't let go, bound by the chain. Street inferno, burn slow, ashes in the rain. Street inferno, all I know, lessons in the pain. Street inferno, watch it glow, fire in the vein. Street inferno, can't let go, bound by the chain. Brick stack, hopes crumble, pyramids of powder. Hunger growls in the belly, grinding every hour. Eyes red from the grind, world tastes sour. Clock ticking down, turn a block to a tower. Hustle heavy, no rest, sleeps a distant cousin. Shots echo in the alleys, death come by the dozen. Life gamble, dice loaded, odds always buzzing. Prayers to the sky, but the sky don't trust us. Blood on the leaves, roots soaked in despair. Cities a jungle, predators lurk everywhere. Truth a mirage, lies dancing in the glare. Chains of gold, but the struggle still wears. Street inferno, burn slow, ashes in the rain. Street inferno, all I know, lessons in the pain. Street inferno, watch it glow, fire in the vein. Street inferno, can't let go, bound by the chain. Street inferno, burn slow, ashes in the rain. Street inferno, all I know, lessons in the pain. Street inferno, watch it glow.